Check. Okay, so I have started the stream. Yeah, this should work fine. Yeah, so this is the first stream. I will edit this reel for one of my clients, and since this is the first reel, if there might be some issues and all, so just comment below if you find any problems with the way I am showing everything or anything in general. So let's start. So yeah, I've cut the video entirely. So this is the entire video. It's like 24 seconds long, and I've added the music also, and these things I've added so that I can add animations in this part later. Let's just play the raw file first.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I was selected for the TEDx talk for an idea and a photo experience that validated the idea and functioned as evidence for it. Went to England, gave the talk, flew back. A month later, as it was about to get approved, the organizers DM'd me and said, "Hey, what do you want to title this talk? I still haven't asked you. You don't need a title to get selected. You need an idea."
Okay, looks fine. Okay, let's do the first section, this section. Let's animate this part in After Effects. Before we take it to After Effects, I'll just, this though we don't need. I'll just copy this layer. Sorry. Yeah. I'll just copy this layer so that we have a duplicate of the raw file available if we, in case we fuck up anything in the edit. So, and this black video is just for the reference of where to put the animation. I'll just turn it off, and we can take this part into After Effects. Okay, we don't need this. Let's delete this. I'll take this part into After Effects, right click, and go. Yeah.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got selected for...
Okay, so this is the first part. Let's just turn off the visuals, we don't need it, and we can pre-compose the audios in a single layer. Audio one.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how.
Okay, so let's first design the scene. I have some inspirations. It's over here in my row. I've created an inspiration, and okay, good. We have some viewers. You guys can comment if you're watching. Hi Hemant, I saw your text. So yeah, let's continue the edit, and just a second. So I have some inspirations here. This. Okay, let me turn the live stream on in my tablet so that I can see the comments and all that are coming. I didn't expect anyone to be watching this late at night, so yeah, let me just turn on my tablet to see the live stream, and I can reply to any comments if there are. Just a second. What's wrong with this? For some reason I'm not able to play it in my tablet. Give me a moment. Yeah, okay, it's working now. Hemant, if you're watching, just let me know if you're able to hear the voice and all. Let me just get to the edit now. So I have these designs here, 1 2 3 4. Like this is the kind of style I want to go. I'm not sure if it will be exact or not, but yeah, let's just start creating the frames. So I want the background to be white. Should be shape layer. No, sorry, not shape layer. This. And then solid background white is fine. Then
I got selected for my second TEDx talk with.
So yeah, here it says I got selected for my second TEDx talk. So we can just add text. I got selected, and this part for my second TEDx talk, we can show him on the stage. So I have some assets already downloaded. I'll use this TV kind of a thing. Keep it around here in the center. Maybe change the alignment a bit. Keep it here. Okay, and now I need to add this clip of him and the stage. Maybe I'll add this frame. Yeah, the wider frame. This to this. Okay, keep it here. Zoom it in. Frame it properly here. Let the viewer know that this is him only on the scene. Properly like this. Let me see if the framing is correct here. Yeah, looks fine. Yeah, it has covered the entire thing. Okay, now we can just mask out the extra part using the pen tool, like this, 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 and this. Okay, it looks good to me. Yeah, this looks good. We can add any overlays and all later if we need. So let me pre-compose this as TV. Now we can keep on adding other parts of this frame. Let's hear the audio.
I got selected for my second.
Okay, this we don't need the audio of this.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got.
Start adding the text now. Let's make this black. Let's increase the size. I don't like this font, to be honest. I'll change this font to something else. Maybe Archivo is good. Yeah, Archivo is good. medium. This is fine. Maybe I want to change the font of this. Change it to something else. I have to change the font and see. This. Maybe like this. I need to change the size of this to a bit smaller than, yeah. Or maybe I want to keep this in a separate layer. Let me try and see. I got selected, so I can frame it just like this, and the selected can be like this. Yeah, this looks much better. Okay,
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. I got selected for my second.
Okay, now we need the rest of the text for my, this also. We can keep it something like this. Second, I think we can change it to that font again, Lucida, that whatever the font name was. This.
I got selected for my second
TEDx talk. Okay, TDX, and change the font again to Archivo. Yeah. $90 medium. Okay. Okay, now we can improve the framing, I think. So there's too much space at the top. We can take everything to the top a little bit, like this, and these things for my second. I think this 2 lines are fine for this. Yeah. Yeah, I think this much should be good. This part is not looking good for some reason. Let me try and fix this. Okay, this looks better now, I think. Okay, this should be enough. Okay, now let's start animating everything.
I got selected for my second. I got selected.
Turn off everything first. I have some text animations already made, so I'll just add them and see if they are good.
I got selected from. I got selected.
Okay,
I got selected.
selected.
I got selected. I got selected for my.
Yeah, this is a bit too fast. We can slow down the speed of this animation.
I got selected for my. I got selected for my second. I got selected for my. I got selected for my second TEDx. I got selected for my second TEDx. Second TEDx talk. TEDx talk. Second TEDx. For my second TEDx.
Start it here, maybe.
My second TEDx talk. Second TEDx talk. I got selected for my second TEDx talk. TEDx talk with. I got selected for my second TEDx talk with
Okay, this looks fine. Let me think where I bring this TV.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk with
Maybe here I can start bringing in the TV. I can start with an opacity keyframe maybe, and yeah, let's start with the opacity keyframe.
selected for my second I got selected for my second
What's wrong here? 0.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk. I got selected for my second TEDx talk with I got selected for my second TEDx talk with
Okay, this looks fine.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk with I got selected for my second TEDx talk with
Okay, are there any things that we can do to improve? Now that's the thing.
a second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's
Let me pre-compose all the text so that they're in the same layer.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk.
Now I think I can, let me turn on 3D for both of them, both the text and the TV, and maybe I can start doing some camera animations here.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk.
Yeah, let me start a camera. 50 mm is fine. F-stop, just skip it 1.2.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk.
Okay, now I'll create the orbit null to control the camera and start animating. Let me put on some music in the background, it's getting a bit boring. Soft music.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk with
Let me open the two view so that I can keep both the text and this thing in a separate layer. And to keep this a bit towards the back and scale it slightly. This one should be fine, and maybe bring it up a bit. Yeah, this looks fine to me. Now let's start doing the camera animation.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk with.
Yeah, till here we can do the first animation. I'll do this simple zoom out kind of a thing. Yeah,
I got selected for my second TEDx talk with.
yeah, looks fine. Let me do the keyframe easy easing thing. Yeah,
I got selected for my second TEDx talk with. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without.
till here. Go a bit, maybe a bit further, like this.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk with. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title.
Okay, now we have to go to the next frame. So
I got selected for my second TEDx talk with. I got selected for my second TEDx talk with.
okay, we need to go to the next frame, so we'll create another null to control the camera, and we'll parent this null to this null. So now now we can control this camera with the second null also. Just turn on the 3D for this, and maybe we can go like this. Let's just add a keyframe here, go a bit.
TEDx talk without having.
If you want, you can do some rotation also, something like not this, this you can do, so it goes like this, curves away, and X, we don't need this X, delete this. We do the same thing again here with the graphs. Same with this.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk with having.
Yeah.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without.
Yeah, now we can add the second frame, whatever that is. The autosave is working.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title.
So the good thing about adding two different nulls is that you can overlap the keyframes. When you overlap the keyframes, the animations looks much smoother. Yeah.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without.
You can drag it out a bit more if you want.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title.
Okay, now I need to add the without having a title part. Let's keep it simple bold. Yeah, keep it in the center.
TEDx talk without.
Yeah, we don't need it to be that long. Let's just cut it here. And having a title, so let's add the title in the next frame. What's wrong with this? Yeah, this title, maybe we can change the font to the other one, Lucida. Yeah, this is much better. Okay, 3 people are watching now. I can see the viewers, but yeah, I don't know who you guys are. If you guys comment, it's better. I think like 4 a.m. streams, people are still watching. This is semi-pop. This is fine. It looks too simple. Can we add anything else without having a title? Let me ask ChatGPT for help. No, not this. It's not helping. Maybe I can add some element to highlight this word. Let me see.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk with
Something to highlight this. Okay. Let me look at our inspiration. Nothing here. Okay, I have some ideas of what to do. Let me search for that. No, not this, not this. Let me search in YouTube. Marker. Yeah, this thing. Yeah, this thing. This thing. Okay. What's wrong with this? Let's add this here, and we can find the part which you like. Which marker? Yeah, this we can add. Skin point. Yeah, till here.
talk without having a title. Here's how.
Okay, this speed is too slow, so we can increase the speed first. Primary mapping. just increase the speed a bit, maybe this much.
Selected for my second TEDx talk without.
Faster.
Without having.
Okay, let me just remove the green screen first. Why is that extension not working? Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's not ultra key, it's key light. Yeah, this looks fine. Maybe smaller. Maybe I don't like the color that much. I can change the color. Let me use something else. Let me use gradient ramp. Yeah, this is better. Yeah, I like this much better than the earlier one. Okay, now let's animate this part also. For that we have to turn everything 3D first. So you see, when you turn it to 3D, it goes to some random place because we've already moved the camera in the frame. So in order to bring it into our main scene, you have to press Ctrl Home. Yeah, you have to press Ctrl Home, it will be back. But now the issue is you have to see the rotation here, what it did with the rotation. This Y rotation is 31, right? So you have to change the rotation of this to -31. Okay, sorry, should be, I think, 31. Yeah, 31. This also 31, and this also 31. Now you just have to adjust everything back into the frame, like this, and like this. Yeah, it's much better. If you want, we can open the to view and put separate different layers a bit. Maybe you can keep this layer a bit to the back if you want, like this. You bring it up and scale it a bit.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having.
Now you can start animating this also.
Without having. Without having. Stock without having.
Okay.
Stock without having. Without having a title.
I can just use this one for this.
Stock without having a title. A title. Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. A title. Here's.
Let me see. Let's skip this one frame.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. A title. Here's how. A title. Here's how. A title. Here's.
Maybe I can bring it a bit towards the front.
Having a title.
Like this. Like this.
Having a title. Here's how. I got having a title. Here's how.
This, I think we can make it faster.
Having a title. Here's how. I got a title. Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got having a title. Here's how. Having a title. Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how.
Okay, this frame still looks quite empty to me. I'll fill it up later if I can find any ideas. But yeah.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how.
Maybe this.
Having a title. Here's how. Having a title. Here's.
Okay, now we can keep all these things below our camera layers. Yeah, so that we know what we are controlling.
Without having a title. Text talk without having a title. Here's how. Here's how.
Now let's change the animation also a little bit.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's. TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how.
Now the last one is here is how.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title.
The last text is here is how. Okay.
Title. Here's how. Here's how.
So let's fade this 3 layers first from here. You can fade it till here.
Title. Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. Here's how.
So this starts from here.
A title. Here's how.
Shit.
Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. Here's how. A title. Here's how. I got selected.
Anything more we can do? Can we do anything more?
Here's how. I got selected. Title. Here's how.
Yeah. Let me turn this also to 3D. Keep it below. And add another null parent. This null to this null. Now
without having a title.
let's do it 3D.
Title. Here's how.
I just want to zoom out this thing a bit, right, so that when it goes okay, let me just keep it on so that I can see how it's going back, but not like this. I want to go back, but I want it to remain in the center. Yeah, something like this. Now I can turn it off. I mean, turn the opacity 0.
Title. Here's how. I got selected for my
Yeah,
second.
this is much better. This I have to turn it on to 3D. Okay, it is 3D. Now it's not in the frame. So press Ctrl Alt Home. Sorry, Control Home to bring it in the frame. And it is twisted because of the rotation. Make it 31st. I mean 31. And it's got, yeah, much better. And you can change this keyframe also to what we have in the other ones. Okay, the first scene is done.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk with title. Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how.
Okay, not bad. This looks fine only.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got selected.
Okay, simple, clean animations.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got selected.
Okay, anything we can do? Let me see if I can add a shadow or something to the TV. Yeah, I think adding a shadow is quite good. Yeah. Yeah, this is much better.
I got selected for my second.
Okay, looks clean. Now turn on motion blur for all the elements. Tick, 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 tick. So that the animation is smooth. Let's see the first scene, how it went out.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk with.
It will take some time to render. I'm keeping it full.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without.
Yeah, we have some motion blur going on the scene.
I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got selected for my second TEDx talk without having a title. Here's how. I got selected for my
Yeah,
second.
looks clean to me. I think I'm done for tonight. Do the rest and the next stream tomorrow. This was the first stream. I was just testing out things. I was just setting up things, so it became quite late. So yeah, if you're still watching, anyone, I see 2 watching. So if you're still watching, I'll come back tonight again to finish this reel. There's not much left. This part of animation and this part of animation is left, and then we'll do some sound design and we should be good with this.